Hi Cancer, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you cross-watching, welcome to your tarot messages. We're going to take a look and see what the cards predict for you for the upcoming week. It's going to be a general reading. If you're after a personal one, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email will be listed below the video. Okay, bottom of the deck you've got the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is all about being bold, okay? He's this big, bold, brave, courageous, it's a primal type of energy. So to me, it feels like now is a point in your life where you need to move forward with something. Okay, you need to take action towards someone or towards something. You've been giving this situation a lot of thought. You've been giving it a lot of your energy, your emotional, your mental energy. Now's the time that you need to take action, because you've got the King of Wands energy and he's favoring you here. Notice his really enthusiastic body language. He's leaning forward. So, oftentimes if you hesitate and if you get in your head too much about something, it might lead to missed opportunities. It might lead to you not taking any action because you're hesitating. So I think you've given it enough thought. And the thing is, I don't think the circumstances will ever be perfect. I don't think the timing is ever going to be perfect. I don't think the situation is going to be perfect. I think it all comes down to you making it work for you, okay? You creating those perfect circumstances, the perfect timing. Because right now I feel like you have to move forward with something. In moving forward with something, there needs to happen a closing of a chapter, okay? You are holding on to, there's something here that's ended in your life, and it's ended quite violently or painfully for you, okay? You've got the Ten of Swords energy, and that pain of that ending still lingers in your energies. You're still holding on to it. Maybe it's hurt, resentment, maybe it's bitterness, maybe it's a pain that you're still holding on to. Maybe it's like the disbelief, right? Maybe it's an ego thing, but you're holding on to something and you're allowing it to linger in your energy. And look, truth be told, maybe you're just not ready to let go, okay? Maybe you're still, bitter, you're brooding, maybe you're hurt, maybe you're, whatever it is you're feeling, maybe you're just not ready to let those emotions flow through you and out of you, okay? And you know what, that's for you to decide. But for some of you, I feel like you're fixating it a little bit too long. You're ready to move forward with something, and you know this because the universe has, like, you have evidence of new beginnings showing up in your life, okay? New beginnings, new chapters, opportunities to close old chapters, begin new ones. You have an opportunity to possibly reconcile with someone. You have an opportunity to begin things again and anew with someone. You've got the Ace of Cups here. It's a fresh emotional start. You've got the Chariot, which is all about moving forward. It denotes victory, success. It's moving forward and conquering any obstacles, challenges. So I feel like you've got opportunities, or you've got evidence that you're ready, or that the universe, thinks you're ready to move forward. And a lot of this is showing up in your life in different ways, in many different ways. So for some of you, I feel like you choose to stay stuck. The longer you stay there, the more this energy of resentment or hurt is going to consume you, okay? The Six of Pentacles energy as well, I feel like there's something, you feel as though there's a bit of an imbalance, or you feel as though someone here, or there, whether it's your perception or whether it's how it really is, but to me it feels like maybe you're thinking that this person, someone that you're involved with here, maybe romantically or professionally, isn't as invested as you are in this situation. Maybe, you're thinking that you have to overgive, or you have to overextend or over apply yourself in order to overcompensate for someone's lack of efforts here. Or maybe this is how someone that you're dealing with feels this way. Maybe they feel as though you're not giving enough. You're not giving them enough to work with. You're not, they feel as though you're not giving this situation enough of your energy, enough of your attention. So this is what's creating this misalignment and misbalance, this misunderstanding, this misinterpretation. Okay, so it's important that you consider someone else's point of view. Okay, whether this is a romantic energy, whether it's a professional contact, whoever this person is for you, you have to try and consider their point of view and their perspective, because I'll tell you, things look very different from their angle. Okay, nobody looks at the same object and sees the same thing. They all see things differently, and their perspective is a little different to yours. Doesn't make them right, it doesn't make them wrong. It just means that you have to consider someone else's perspective, because you potentially could learn something in the process about this or about the situation. I'm also seeing that this week there is an opportunity for a truth of some sort to come out and make things right. Okay, but the only way that's going to happen is if you speak up, or if you speak up, and if you speak your truth, and if you demand the truth to be spoken in return. Okay, so some sort of truthful and very honest situation, and it has something to do with an ending of some sort. It's this ending that you still find yourself very much attached to. You're not able to move forward unless you let this go. Okay, and if you're not ready to let it go, then so be it. But if you feel like, okay, it's time, you held on to this pain for so long, you've held on to this ending for so long, because the Ace of Cups is all about renewal, right? And it's an energy where it's inviting you to do some emotional cleansing, some emotional purging. You cannot begin a reconciliation with this person if you're still holding on to the grudge or the resentment. Or the pain. Okay, you need to let it flow through you and let it flow out of you. But your vessel is containing all of these emotions to the point where it's overwhelming you. You're here as the Ace of Cups. It's overwhelming you. Your vessel is not big enough to contain all of these emotions. Okay, you need to find an outlet, and you need to find a way for these emotions to pour out of you. Okay, one of which is forgiving yourself, or forgiving this other person, or talking things through, because there is an opportunity for reconciliation with someone. There's an opportunity for you to move forward, whether it's with the same person or with someone else. There's an opportunity for you to start something new, okay? A new chapter, a new endeavor, a new position, a new connection. But you cannot do that unless you let go of what's holding you back. I'm also seeing that there is some sort of emotional conversation that is taking place here. It could be an inner dialogue, okay? Maybe it's you just talking it out with yourself, okay? The inner dialogue that is very raw, that is very honest, very emotional, very pure. It could be an emotional confession that comes from someone that I feel like you're still emotionally and energetically connected to. Someone who I feel like you've ended things with. And again, I don't know why, but it couldn't... For some reason, this ending seems as though it came very abruptly, or it came out of nowhere, or you feel like... See, it's emotionally triggered you, Cancer. It's what it's done, okay? If this person has pulled away, it's emotionally triggered you in a very raw way, because it may have resurfaced some painful emotional experiences from the past, in which you felt rejection or abandonment. So not only do you feel like you're dealing with with the loss of this relationship, you also are experiencing, due to these emotional triggers, you're experiencing some memories that have surfaced back from the past. So right now there's a lot that you're going through. It's important to talk to this person, or at the very least it's important to talk to yourself, okay? You're holding on to something or someone with the Four of Pentacles energy, where you're holding on to this person, okay? Or you're holding on to this situation, or you're holding on to a grudge of some sort. I know why you're doing it, because I don't think you're ready to let them go. I think it's also a protective measure in some way. I think you're trying to protect yourself by holding on to this person because you don't want to let go. But I think you're doing it for the wrong reasons, okay? You can still love someone. You can still love someone and let them go. or you can still love, you can still begin, you can still have this fresh emotional start with someone new, even though you've had a painful experience or painful history with this person. Okay, you have to make up your mind though. You're ruled by the realm of water, the element of water, and water, it governs emotions. Emotions are they're an interesting. Emotions can be very intense. They can be very gentle as well. Okay, think water. It can trickle. Okay, it can drop. But it can also be this, this gushing torrent of emotions. And right now, I feel like you're drowning in emotions because you're not processing them. You're not externalizing them. You're internalizing them. You're not confessing how you feel. Okay, you still love someone, and why aren't you telling them? Energies could be interchangeable. It could be the person you're dealing with. This person still holds love for you. This person still loves you, but they're not telling you. It's like you still love someone, but you're afraid to tell them. Or this person loves you, but is afraid to tell you. What is it that you fear? Okay, is it a fear of rejection? Is it a fear of, being turned down? Is it a fear of getting hurt in the process? Because the Ace of Cups strongly, indicates a reconciliation or a renewal of some sort. But you need to be able to invite that energy into your life. You've got the World card as well. I see some online communication or contact coming in for you this week or the next that I feel like is going to serve a massive breakthrough, an emotional breakthrough. I feel like someone is about to confess their feelings for you, that they still have feelings for you. Someone confesses that they still, they have loved you, or you're about to confess that you've loved this person, you always will. I just see a lot of emotional context in this conversation. And it happens digitally, okay? It could also be with someone whom you were doing long distance with, or this person lives at a distance from you now. It could also be someone that you've met online, but I see online contact communication that I feel like is very powerful, is very raw, it's very emotional. And I think what they say, or I think what you say to them, again, no malicious motivation, nothing like that, but it just feels like it's so truthful, it's so honest, and the truth, comes out, and the truth makes things right. Suddenly you see things differently, or suddenly they see things differently, all because of, the power of the truth here. Alright guys, and these are your messages. Thanks for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing, or subscribing to the channel. Bye.